On this day in 2015, I created the Tidmouth Art Studios YouTube channel. And now, 10 years later, I'm celebrating the anniversary with a video that's been needed for a little while. It's time for an update. We're back with even more ducks than ever. Since the last video, I haven't stopped collecting him. This is clearly my passion and my addiction. I have collected many types of ducks, some old, some new, and some awesome new customs. Before we begin, I'd like to state that this will go over all the new additions to the collection, so the others will not be covered. If you want to learn about the others in my collection, watch the previous collection video. Pause this video to watch it, then watch this one when you're finished. So without further ado, let's get going. To begin, here's a Tomy shell. And another. And another. Moving on. Oh wait, here's a chassis too. Oh, and another one. Let's move on to actual stuff. Here's something awesome. New in box Ducks Powerline Repair. I am very happy with this. It's one I've wanted for a while now, and to have it new in box is great. Thanks to Flying Scott Films for this one. To update from the last collection video, both my Trackmaster ducks finally work again. And I finally have completed the Hit Toy Company Ducks Close Shave Pack. How awesome! Now to get the Fisher-Price version. Here's another Bachmann model. This one is the updated tooling with these sandbox caps, something the original release doesn't retain. I got a very good deal on this, but it cost me my new in-box Tomy duck. Your sacrifice will not be forgotten. Here's another, with the face removed. I sure do wish I had some 3D printed faces to put on it. Here's a Hornby duck. I finally found one for a reasonable price, and it's a wonderful addition to the collection, given it's one of, if not, the first piece of duck merchandise. And the best model in this collection, Scale's brand new pannier model in 00, specifically 5741. Shout out to the Secret Thomas fan working at Scale. This model is fantastic, and I hope to see the same quality once Wilbert releases. I will be getting faces for this model, though I'll have to wait a while. Time for more Wooden Railway. First off, this 1994 one, which now takes place for the worst condition old style duck I own. Here's a 1997 one. It's in very good condition. Here's a 2000 one. Very happy to own one of these. Remember the 2003 duck I alluded to at the end of the last video? Well, he finally arrived. This is a mint condition model, so I'm glad to have it. Here's another 2003 duck. And another one. And another... oh. What happened to it? Another 2014 model. I would love to collect more of these to avenge the one I lost. This one has black buffers done in Sharpie. Other than that, yeah, that's a 2014 duck alright. Here's a customized 2014 duck. I didn't make this, but I think it's very well done. Here's a cool one, a burrito duck with green wheels. I didn't think I'd get this one so soon, but I'm ecstatic to own it. Thanks to Mr. Tugboat for getting it for me. Alright, custom time. First, we have Blue Duck, made to represent this livery. And before I forget, he can transform into Drake the Silly Engine. Here's NCB Green Duck. Fun fact, I redid this model 3 times, mostly due to the shade of paint being off, but finally, this is good. No more peer pressure from my friends. And for the final repaint of this video, Works Gray Duck, basically duck in a primer. He has interchangeable chassis blocks, one white and one in the standard black. This now means I have painted duck in every livery a pannier wore to my knowledge. I definitely plan to do more colors eventually, and maybe in the next video you'll see some fictional liveries. We'll see. A simple mod now. Here's Talking Railway Series Duck. Just a placeholder until I get the real thing. Here's another 3D printed duck. This one uses my own design. A lot of work went into this model, which you'll see later in this video. And also for good measure, here's Duck Snowplow, also 3D printed. This won't go to the total number, but I'm including it as it is related to duck. I'm planning on updating it as I want to make the giant square a circle instead. Happy to have made this though. Finally, here's a scrap 3D printed body of duck, which was a quick one to do. Also have this be our black duck custom not made by me. Credits go to Percy TSTE. Here's one I wanted forever, a new in-box 2014 duck. Super happy to own this. It's smaller than I remember. And here's a 2014 duck body. Next. Another Takealong duck, in fair condition. Another Ertl duck, and another about to fall to pieces. And another in probably worse condition. And another with no funnel. I've got quite a lot of poor condition Ertl ducks recently. Since I didn't properly cover him in the last video, here's my new unboxed Ertl Duck in the 2001 card. Not much else to say other than this is not the last style guide I need. And here's an incredibly lucky find, UK card duck. I was incredibly lucky to get this thing for only $9, including $10 shipping. Incredible what you can find staying up late and looking on eBay. And a few months afterwards, I found the same listing, and there was only one more left, so I got it, because why not? Here's the all-engine scope pushalong duck. I think this is one of the best all-engine scope pushalongs, bias included. I'm still wondering why he has yellow wheels? They must have added him to the show in a rush. But here's a custom to rectify that issue. The wheels were taken from a Salty, a fairly simple mod surprisingly. Screws work wonders. And of course, here's a new unboxed one. And another one. Wait, why does it look so different? Well, this is the Chinese box variant. I'm very happy to own this, as this was the first one I got, when it seemed that it was going to be virtually impossible to get this guy in the USA. But then, when Duck came into Walmart in the States, I got another one. And another one. And then, oh no. I need psychiatric help as I own 10 now, more than I wanted. The store display box is useful for that reason. Here's this Bandai wooden duck. This is from a range called Kino Thomas, and the engines come in pieces, which you then put together. Interesting premise for a toy. I have a second one, but the back coupling is broken. Here's another Bandai text duck, but with a later box. Got this for pretty cheap, so I'm happy to have it. Here's another Nakayoshi duck, with both side rods. Thank goodness. And here's the Tamaka duck. Finally, I've got one in my possession. This was the one I wanted the most, and now that I have it, my new goal is to get one with the box. I love the artwork on it. Another Pocket Fantasy model, in much better condition. Came with a coupling too. Here's a Bandai capsule duck. Not the best one in my opinion, his face feels wrong, and his overall squish proportions are weird. Nonetheless, I'm still happy to have this one-off thing in the collection. Here's a capsule player model, with a wind-up mechanism. This is my first capsule that is wind-up, and Duck is no one better to start with in my opinion. More minis, because why not? I've got two more classics, another pop art, and another breakfast. Here's something interesting, a brand new minis duck. This is a 3-pack, but it's got Duck. No thanks to Dax for not revealing this birthday present for quite some time. An interesting one now, Boss Duck. For those that don't know, Boss is a Japanese drink company that specializes in caffeinated drinks. And from 2009 to 2012, they did a collaboration with Thomas, in which characters came included with certain drinks. I've wanted this one forever, and I'm so glad to finally have it. Then there's this. I have zero information on what this thing is from, only it is from Japan. It's missing a funnel, though I assume I had one before, and it can roll. If anyone has any information on what this duck is, please let me know. And now I present to you the smallest duck known to man. Collect Thomas Duck, released in Series 2 before the line was discontinued. This is smaller than a mini, so I'm glad to finally have what I can call the smallest duck in the world. I am yet to see something smaller. Now the extras. First, Saltfan Studios Duck version 2 body. I 3D printed this one pretty quickly, and it's a nice model. I printed this duck to test and see if my printer still works. I don't know who made it, but if it was you, shout out to you. It looks good. And finally, my body, alongside many prototypes. I fixed something with each rendition, and I'm glad with the final result. Here's a cool one, a Gauge 1 smug face, custom sculpted by Noah, aka the LBSC Thomas. This is based off of the face made by Andrew, aka the Cherry Lord, and it's a pretty cool one if I'm being honest. Looks good on a Gauge 1 model for sure. One day. Another magnet. This one looks a little cleaner than my other one in my opinion. Here's these duck pin things. These look like something you put into the holes on Crocs. I meant to try this, but I'll let you know if I do. Here's a variety of duck stickers, all come from different sources. Here's something awesome, a Japanese VHS. This is titled Thomas the Tank Engine Volume 8, Percy Fell into the Sea. This is the original release from 1991. I didn't think I'd get this ever, but Cryptic Clay scored me this one as a Christmas gift. Thank you, Clay, you absolute legend. And here's some Japanese DVDs with Duck on the cover. The first is titled I Will Not Lose to the Diesel, in which Duck looks ready to throw hands, or buffers as the case may be. And then we have one from the Thomas Classics series of DVDs, titled Hurry Hurry, I'm Busy, featuring Duck and Percy at the harbor. No Nonsense Duck. This book is a re-release of the Story Library book. Somehow found this in a gift shop, so I picked it up almost immediately. Such a cool find. I was not expecting to find this one so soon. Here's a card from a game called All Aboard. Love this promo art. Here's a Matchbox pannier that was turned into a Railway Series duck. This was a fun I Was Bored project. And finally, here's some work in progress models. This is a Departing Now duck. The files are made by the famous 8. I need to finish the sanding stage before moving on to paint. Hope to have this one done soon. Here's Trackmaster 2 duck, currently in the works. I bought this one off of eBay, and it came with some custom faces. However, I won't use them, as I want to make this custom a what if, like Mattel released him in 2017 or something. Seriously though, I would have killed for a Trackmaster 2 duck on Oliver. Can't wait to finish this. And finally, here is a Gauge 1 duck body. I was in the process of making one, however I cancelled it, after both losing interest in Gauge 1 and realizing how inaccurate the files are. Plus, the running board warped, and I didn't feel like printing another. Maybe one day I'll come back to it. And that's that, everyone! All my current duck-related merchandise I own. The total is now 156! That's more than double from last time! Speaking of last time, it wouldn't be a duck collection video without a forgotten duck. And trust me, there's a lot. I've gotten a ton of international ducks as of recent, though they all still need to be shipped to me. These include some more Ertls in the box, the new motorized model, and some others. All of it will be here by the next collection video though, but I don't know when that will be. If you want to see me obtain these and more, be sure to subscribe so you never miss a duck. There's a few questions that I want to answer before this video ends, ones that I get somewhat frequently. The first is, what ducks do you still want? Currently, I would love to get my hands on Atomica duck new in box, like I mentioned. I also would love to collect more wooden railway ducks, mainly the late 90s to early 2000s variants, alongside the 90s wooden railway character card. Finishing up my Ertl duck collections on the list, all I need are the last box variants. Some more Bandai Tex and Nakayoshi ducks also would be lovely. A Hit Toys Trackmaster duck is up there, and the 2013 close shave model, again like I mentioned. Some Powerline repair cars out of the box are also needed, along with the close shave book and the Runaway DVD. Some of the other Japanese DVDs with duck on the cover I would love to get too. I also plan to get the Bachmann branchline duck, as the model was updated to be DCC ready. Another Bachmann model would be nice to do some modeling with as well. This isn't everything I want, but just shows that this collection isn't done yet. The other question is, why? Why do you do this? Well, 1, I'm insane, I think that was clear from the beginning, and 2, I was inspired by my friends' collections, and I've well beaten them. Take that, guys. But most of all, the question I get is, why duck? Why do you like this character, and not say Thomas, or Percy, or Edward, or a niche character like Tigermoth, Class 40, or Bertram? I've never had a good enough answer, until now, and it's not an answer I've given before. Sure, his prop is nice, his class is brilliant, the fact he didn't have a wooden railway toy was a factor, but he's like a hero to me. Duck's personality and character are the ones that are relatable to me. To keep tradition alive, to explore the world beyond the horizon, to be welcoming and friendly to most people, but still be able to hold a grudge, to stand up for others and sometimes have a laugh. Duck isn't perfect, but his hardworking demeanor earns him a place of respect. And over 10 years, I've become more and more relatable to him. That is why he's my favorite. And why, over these 10 years, Duck has been the center of it all. And I wouldn't want it any other way. That will be all for this video. I really want to thank you guys for watching for the past 10 years. Whether you are a more recent fan or you've been around since the beginning, your support is something I'm very grateful for. I've had a terrific year on this channel too, and it's all thanks to you guys. 2026 is going to be even greater. But I won't spoil much here. I'll talk about my plans in a video on New Year's Day. Until then, thank you guys for watching, have a great holiday season, and I'll see y'all in the next one.